Get your pencils, grab your paints, collect anything you consider art supplies. It's time for Art Smackdown, the game show that makes art the cutthroat competition God intended. This week's contestants are Best Artist in the World, Hunter Lang. This week's audience champion, Kara Mitchell. And this week's contender, Slaney Rose Jordan. With celebrity guest judge, Gary Denoia. And with me, Mark Stetson, and my co-host, Micah Sherman, and this week's guest, Emana Rachelle.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey.
How do we all do?
I sounded like, hey, it's Fat Al.
I know we were just talking about talking about Bill Cosby Enterprises before this.
Yes, yeah.
Not
in a
world.
favorable way. I don't want people to think that we are not, just a different world.
He did great work as he was also doing awful things.
Awful things. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What a great way to start a stream. Just drop Cosby and take it up from there.
I like to start every show on a high note with Bill Cosby.
Mark, what is his background?
This is by very good friend of the show, Allison Bamcat. It's an original Bamcat.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
It's a Bamcat. I don't know. I actually I don't know what the animal is, but
that's a bat. I think it's a bat.
Is it a bat?
Oh no!
I think it's a bat. Yeah. Allison, are you in the chat tonight? Let us know if that's a bat.
Silent Squeeze in the chat. Welcome back, Silent Squee.
Silent Squee, welcome back after a few weeks. Hang out, do some art. Well, welcome everybody. Imana, welcome back to the stream. So excited to have you after your judging expedition. After Imana judged, like literally that night, she was like, "I gotta come back. I want to come back and do the show."
I know, man. It was so much pressure. Like, I'm glad to be in this seat, so I don't have that same amount of pressure. But it was like, oh, but I like this one for that. But I like that one. But I like this. Oh no. Yeah. It was just like, oh my goodness. I literally was like sweating profusely afterwards.
Yeah. I sweat profusely during and after every Art Smackdown. Crowbot, remind me what happened at the beach.
You ate a sandwich? That almost killed you and is still wreaking havoc on your throat?
My sandwich. Remind me what happened? Oh, yeah, the thing that's been still bothering me after a month and a half. Yeah, I have to hit up this ear, nose, and throat specialist because I feel like I sound like a morning DJ.
Which is not a bad thing to sound like.
No, it's not. Welcome. Oh. Welcome to Art Smackdown.
You can start getting those voiceover jobs.
Yeah, I can finally start getting those. I submitted to one last night. I do audition for voiceover jobs, but pandemic's been tough. Pandemic's been tough for all of us, is what I say. Let's get the show started. Hey, by the way, if you haven't seen Coming to America yet, that's Coming to America 2. Definitely watch that. Mark actually had a chance to meet with Eddie Murphy and Tracy Jordan.
I did.
Tracy Morgan.
Also a fact.
Big 30 Rock fan here.
Recently?
Yeah. You want to put that in the chat, Mark?
Yeah, sure.
If you get a chance to watch it, it's really awesome. Aloha Newsy.
Yeah, one of my Coming to America was my favorite movie since I was like 7, and through my job I got to interview the cast of the sequel, and got to talk to them, and I got to watch Tracy Morgan tell me to stop doing comedy. Which was not intimidating.
I have so many have so many Tracy Morgan stories. Like I have more than one friend who is open for him, and and he's done this to multiple people, but one of them, he's like in a limousine with this guy, with Tracy Morgan. He's riding across a bridge, and he's looking in his comedy notebook to like kind of like prep for the show that night. Tracy Morgan grabs his notebook, throws it out of the window, and goes, "You gotta come from the heart. You gotta come from the heart."
That's what he was saying. That's what he was saying to me.
That's what he said. So I shot a commercial with him 3 years ago, and I was like, I gotta call this motherfucker on this. And I was like, hey man, you've done comedy with a number of my friends who say you took their comedy notebook and trashed it. And he goes, yeah, I did that because you gotta come from the heart. And I was like, okay.
Oh my God. So I did my first primetime spot and I was in a scene with Tracy, and I was playing a stripper in the scene, and he was being Tracy on 30 Rock. And so I'm just doing my scene. I'm in the scene, and he was like, you got to get your face wet. You got to get your face wet, baby girl. You looking at me with the camera. You need to turn your face to get to the camera. So I guess maybe Tracy is like, I don't know, the uncle of comedy. He just wants to give everybody advice. I don't know. It was just awkward. I was in such a vulnerable situation. And he's like, you gotta get your face wet, baby girl. You gotta get your face wet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he turned like he went on this whole rant, and at the the climax of it was because he saw my cat in like over my shoulder on the couch, and he was like what you gotta say is you gotta talk about how you masturbate and you're jerking off on your stomach, and then. And you reach over and pick up a towel. It's got cat hair all over it, and you're rubbing it all over your stomach. And I was like, and I'm dying. And the producers are like, no, Tracy, you gotta stop. You're talking to a journalist.
My God.
Yeah,
like
it got. He went deep.
Yeah.
He's an interesting guy. We're not sharing stories about Eddie. We're sharing stories about Tracy. So There you go. Well, he knows how to get his face wet. There you go.
Well, Micah also had a big week. He spoke to the creator of Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh yeah. So I also I have this podcast outside of here called We're Dying Here, and we just talk about
uplifting.
Yeah, we just talk about death and dying, but in a fun way, and it's actually really awesome. It's a comedy podcast where we talk about death because nobody talks about death, at least in our society, right? So I'm going to put a link to it if you'd like to listen. Anyway,
now you're putting that in the Smackdown chat, right? I went there. It was up, and then now it's gone.
Oh, it's gone?
Yeah. Well, for me, it's. I'm sure it's a user thing, and not. Look, once you're above a certain age,
Press there's an arrow. There might be an arrow you can press.
Website I bought this turtle from stole all my info. Ooh.
I've got an ad.
Oh, if you could turn that up, that would be.
Yeah, please.
That would be super helpful. One of our artists said that she just refreshed. But you're muted. Emana, you're muted.
I'm getting so many ads. I was embarrassed that I was getting ads. Why am I getting ads? It just wants to call me out that I'm not a subscriber. You just want to put my shit in the street.
Yeah. I mean.
Okay. Now it's up.
Is that what happens when you subscribe to somebody on Twitch? You don't get ads.
Yes.
That's a good deal.
I think so.
Yeah,
no, a subscriber to I don't have the paid version of the app. I think that must be what it is. I didn't get that last time.
Well, it's totally worth a subscribe to Art Smackdown, so you don't have to deal with
no, it is.
getting tempted to buy a Toyota Camry.
Subscribe to Art Smackdown. You won't get ads.
Subscribe to Art Smackdown. You won't buy a Toyota Camry. Anyway, Emana, did you want to throw anything into the chat? Did you want to talk about How much you're watching The Bachelor? Do you want to talk about The Bachelor?
I didn't interview Eddie and talk about Coming to America 30 years later, or talk to Tracy, nothing like, or, Everybody Loves Raymond. I was sucked into the trash of television that is The Bachelor.
Sure.
That is.
I've been watching. Can you
give us an update? Because they were going through some unnecessary turmoil a little.
Yeah, Rachel was really upset when I last watched.
It's still problematic. Now, don't get me wrong. The images on this show are problematic. I think even like the premise of this show is problematic.
Hugely. I don't know how it's legal.
Yeah, exactly. Rachel, I guess the little darling, was seen in some pictures, and they were upset that Chris Harrison didn't call her on it. It's all problematic. It's a problem. And I'm surprised that he kept Rachel.
Oh, he did.
So that just happened. Sorry if you watch it. I'm sorry. I just dropped a bomb.
Ooh.
I was like, really?
So is Bree gone?
Yes.
Okay, we got to stop now because there's a huge crossover audience.
I kind of thought that. What'd you say?
I was going to say we got to stop talking about this now because there's a huge crossover audience who watches Art Smackdown and also The Bachelor. I think you can spoil anything.
I'm not proud of what I do, people. I'm not proud that I've watched this show. So you don't have to crucify me. I'm letting you know.
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I feel pretty shitty about it myself.
Well, let's get this show on the road.
Let's do it.
Well, yes, this is Art Smackdown. This is a game show like Nailed It on Netflix, but this is with art. And, while you're here, click that follow heart up there so you can be notified whenever we stream. We stream every Monday. The game show happens every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern. And here's how the game show goes. We have 3 artists enter the stream, and we give them a challenge to complete in 20 minutes. Halfway through, we make them compromise their vision, and then we figure out who the best artist in the world is. And you, our audience, have a chance to be on Art Smackdown next week. Well, one of you does. Just grab some art supplies, literally anything you have around the house, and take the challenge along with this week's contestants. Email a picture of your art to fartsmackdown@gmail.com, and that's Fart Smackdown with an F because Art Smackdown was already taken, and include your Instagram handle so we can tag you next week. And if you are selected, you will be competing on the stream next week. So why don't we get started with a quick 1 minute self-expression challenge. So artists, you have 1 minute to complete the following. Draw a rad pair of shorts to go with Micah's shirt. Go. I am Micah. This is my short.
Oh.
Emana, what do you?
I'm always curious. Where does one find a Hawaiian shirt? Where are these things sold?
Hawaii.
Bahama.
Yeah, Tommy Bahama has them.
So I get, what is it like? I'm going on vacation. I want to, blend in with the scenery. I want to get that, like, what is, I'm just curious, like, what's the vibe, or, is it vacation only?
No, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's like when you go to New York and you wear an I Love New York t-shirt. It's basically when you go to Hawaii. But this is what I think of, right? Like wearing a Hawaiian shirt in Hawaii is like wearing a tuxedo. And so like all these tourists are like walking around Hawaii in tuxedos. All right. So Emana, what kind of shorts are you wearing with a shirt like this?
What kind of shorts would I wear?
Yeah.
If we're saying we're in Hawaii, I guess swim trunks.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Swim trunks. Yeah, because I assume the idea, like if it were me in a bikini, the idea is easy access, right? So you just get in the water. Yeah. So I assume that's what the gents are going for who wear this on vacation.
For
They're
sure.
like, I just want to be able to get it off.
Yeah, just rip it off and hop right in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Hop right in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are you wearing?
It's a 2 for 1.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, it's a twofer.
It's a twofer. Yep, there it is. What pants are you currently wearing, Micah? So we know what we're
the
replacing.
sweatpants that I wear every day.
Great.
All right, so let's go to the best artist in the world, Hunter Lang. Let's see. Welcome back to the stream, Hunter.
Hi, thank you for having me back.
Yeah, of course. So excited to see you. And what do we got here?
So these are the pants that I envision you wearing with that shirt. That shirt has a lot of flora and flowers. So I think about sort of what's underneath. You know, you got your grass that the flowers are growing out of, and then some dirt and some worms, and you really get the entire in one outfit.
I love dirt and worm.
Oh wow, I see. Huh.
That's great. So yeah, like a Hawaiian shirt has always got flowers and stuff. It certainly looks like this is like a nighttime scene, right? And underneath it would be grass, dirt, and worms.
I see some ferns there too. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, this
beautiful
is Thank you. So this is your second time on the stream. You won last week. What do you think you did right, and how are you going to replicate that this week?
Well, last time I spent a good chunk of my time sucking up to the judges, which I kind of hope to do. That's a really nice hat too. It really goes like really great with your shirt.
Oh, thank you.
I love it.
I'll accept the compliment. I'm not judging at all, but I love compliments.
Damn it.
Well, Hunter, best of luck to you, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks. Bye.
Let's go to our audience champion from last week, Kara Mitchell. You know her as Kara Sketches in the chat. Kara, this is your first time taking the challenge, right?
Yeah, this is my first time or second time watching the show, but yeah, first time ever trying it out. Yeah.
So awesome. Well, welcome. We're so honored to have you, and
thanks.
I hope that you make the chat proud.
Oh, I hope so too.
So what do you got? A pair of shorts to go with this loud shirt.
All right. So my uncle took me to Hawaii once when I was in high school, and he was the whitest uncle in the world. So first thing I think of is Tommy Bahama, and also lots of colors. So I picked out a nice short for you. With
those are short.
Some pride colors, like a little rainbow there.
That's great.
I hope you like them.
This is actually wild. I was born in Hawaii, and I lived there until I was 6. My father had that bathing suit, that exact bathing. Swear to God,
I know a white uncle.
He got a lot of. He was pretty well tanned by the time that we left, but he had it was like a black bathing suit with a rainbow across the butt. Damn, looking back on it, that shit was hot. Nice job, Dad.
So they were briefs.
Short briefs, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ah, wow. Okay.
I mean, this was back in the day. This was 1985.
She even drew briefs. I'm just taking it all in.
It's crazy. It's
70s.
It's taking me right back.
I thought you were gonna say that. I thought you were gonna say those are the exact shorts I have on under my sweatpants. That's where I thought you were going.
Man, I wish.
But
wouldn't
still,
that be awesome if I just took my pants off and showed you those exact shorts? Well, Kara, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, and I want to thank you too for making me think of my father's ass for the first time in 35 years. I appreciate it.
Welcome. My pleasure.
Not mine. Well, Kara, we'll see you in just a little bit. And now we're gonna go to we're gonna cut to our competitor in the field, Slaney Rose Jordan. Slaney, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course, we know Mark and I know Slaney pretty well. We've all performed in a show called Old School Sketch Show at the Pitt Theater in New York City. Rest in peace.
a show that you created, Micah.
I did create.
That is true.
Yes,
that is true.
Man, I did a great job.
You did.
You did.
I'm good at creating shows, aren't I?
You are.
I see.
Yeah. One of these days I'll be recognized for it.
We're still going. We're still going digital too.
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah, there's a show Saturday, isn't there?
There is, at 7 on YouTube Live at the Pits YouTube.
Do you want to put a link in the chat for people?
I will, yeah.
And actually, thank you for recognizing that. Thank you for recognizing me. I really appreciate the recognition.
I carry the torch, Micah.
Somebody pay me. God.
Right? You just need a network.
That's the problem.
You just need a whole network. A network to just put all these shows on.
Oh, yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. I was like, if I network more, then I'll find somebody with money. One of these days, I'll find someone with money. All right, Selena, let's have a looky-loo at looky-loo.
You little looky-loos.
I don't like that at all. Let's have a quick look-see.
I just dropped it in the in the Twitch.
Great, yeah. Okay, so I won't hold it up, but I spent a lot of time on the shirt. It was busy. But I was inspired because I always think of like beads and like those like pom-poms and hats and stuff at the beach. And there was a time in the 90s when you'd take shirts and you'd cut strips at the bottom and you'd tie knots and you'd have beads at the end, and it would all be kind of like, just like dangly and
I
loud.
Loved that so much. I really miss beads. I miss beads on shirts. I miss beads in hair. I miss beads on slap bracelets.
Ow. That's dangerous.
Oh yeah, we ran hard.
So it's they're all multicolored, if to match the shirt, obviously, but they're definitely khakis that have been stripped in that fashion and have that weight to them, so they have like a nice weight to keep you grounded. And
that is definitely, that's like you guys ever seen the movie Spring Breakers?
Yeah.
I've only seen the poster for it, but he's got braids like that with the beads on it.
Right, and they're usually like MIDI.
Was a great pitch.
Say what, Emana?
The Grounded was a great pitch. That was a great tag to close out her pitch, to keep you very grounded. They have a purpose. She has, given you shorts with a purpose. So
yeah. The form is not only autistic, it's functional.
Yeah.
Slaney, you played along last week. What's your plan of attack here?
Explaining. I have to explain more. I didn't explain anything. I was like, this is clear and obvious. They're going to get it. But I had made an ice cream with a hat on it, and everyone thought that the ice cream was melting, but it was just a hat that looked like Fargo Jane's hat, and that's what their soulmates were. So anyways, I wish I had described. So I'm going to be more, there's going to be a narrative portion of it.
For those of you, if you took the self-expression challenge, go ahead and email that to Fart Smackdown. We'll share it on the stream, and we love an explanation.
Oh, a good long-winded explanation.
Who's been doing? Someone sends each week. Someone sends a really nice long explanation. Cabo, yeah. Speaking of the chat, Cabo, what up? Do we say Cabo or Kobo? Kobo,
I've been saying both. Like an awkward adult every week. So
Cabo.
Yeah, Cabo.
Like Cabo San Lucas.
Mm-hmm. Corn in the Cabo.
I also want to shout out Life is Nice. Welcome back, my brother. Good to see you in the chat. All right, well, let's get this. Let's kill this puppy. I'm about to give you guys your masterpiece commission from your celebrity guest judge, Gary Denoia, who I'm looking at right now and is rolling a cigarette.
Oh, delightful.
Like a 50s greaser. All right. So everyone, you have 20 minutes to complete this masterpiece challenge. Create a very New Jersey-based superhero. Go. Now, let's all welcome the comedian and friend of the show, back to the show, Gary Denoia. Gary, welcome back, brother.
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. You were the best artist of the week a couple weeks, weren't you?
Well, once, and then I lost returning.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And Micah, I have to say, you look really good for someone that's been wasting away in Margaritaville. You look fantastic.
Yeah. Parrot shit keeps you real young. If you put a parrot on your head.
Guano.
Guano.
I'm so upset that you guys just did that. Guano. Alrighty then. So, Gary, tell us. A very New Jersey-based superhero, and Emana, you can probably weigh in on this too. What are you looking for here, Gary?
I think what I'm looking for is to just have fun, go absolutely nuts. I'm an Italian American guy born and raised in Jersey. I make fun of my family all the time. Make fun of those things. The more offensive, the better. Okay. So yeah. I want to that's funny. The truth is funny. So in addition to the costume, I would love it if the superhero had a name. Whatever you choose for them would be cool. It doesn't have to have a name, but definitely bonus points for that. And I'm a details oriented person and a little things type of guy. So whether they're in their lair or their version of the Bat Cave, or they're it's the comic panel and they're in a scene, anything like that you think of that you like about comics, use that as an influence as well. But just the more detail, the better. And have,
a couple things I like about comics is vehicles and sidekicks. I think those are.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So I guess my husband does comic books. And he hates it. I go in there and they write out the action, and I'll go in and what's that? Kapow! Bam! Boom! So it's to the point now that I can't even if he's drawing it or even if I'm reading it, I can't even read it out loud because I'm an actor and he's just shut up. It's annoying. But I like the bams. Pow!
Yeah, I was thinking what would that be for New Jersey? Pew.
No, oh.
Hey.
Or what if it's
just forget about it or some shit like that.
Pasta.
Gabagool. Yeah, so those types of things. New Jersey is about a lot more things than that. So definitely creativity points for the other beautiful things about New Jersey, like its beaches,
the Garden State Highway,
the Parkway, which is a nightmare. New Jersey is known for its tomatoes.
Action Park.
Jersey's
Action Park in Vernon, New Jersey.
Action Park was as a child, and it was more
best.
fun as an adult because as a child you're not really aware of the risks that are involved. So when I was younger, Six Flags, I would go on roller coasters all the time. Now as an adult, I don't know if it gives me whiplash, that even the ones that don't even go upside down anymore, they give me nausea. Things just change. But as an adult, you're aware of the risks involved, and you're all right. Mark, did you ever go on the Tarzan swing? That one?
Oh yeah.
So the best part of the Tarzan swing is not doing it yourself. It's maybe 15 feet up or something like that. It's just a triangle bar. The most fun part is not when you do it. It's watching the other people with your friends be all right, this person's about to eat it. This person's about to eat it. Because you have to be able to support your own body weight. So some of these people, as soon as they jump off the thing, they just go straight down.
Yo, so we just got in the chat, someone called off-brand Carmela Soprano.
Yeah.
She goes, OMG,
Yeah.
I was born for this.
Yeah.
I am so excited to see what they do.
I cannot wait. Yeah.
Pig Bullet says Snooki with a lasagna cape, which I think is
these are all
fun.
these are fantastic. You guys are making my dreams come true right now.
Emana, when you think of New Jersey, what are some stereotypes you think of?
I mean, God, what I stereotypes? You know, I'm a Southern girl, so I mean, I've just gotten lost in Jersey on my way to New York once.
That's hilarious.
And I didn't know how backwoodsy parts of Jersey are. And like, I had this, I don't know if I should be saying this, may be TMI, but I didn't know this really may be TMI. Oh, well, whatever.
It's not like we're recording this. We are.
I had the inventive idea to, when I got home, I wanted to be high because I was stressed. So I had an edible and I got lost in Jersey, but the edible kicked in way earlier. I was so fucking freaked out, lost in Jersey. So I feel like people don't really think there are a lot of backwoods in Jersey, because I almost thought that was the night I wasn't going to make it back. So I don't know, maybe there are more trees in Jersey. I don't know a lot about, I guess the Jersey Shore. I guess I think about the glued up hair, you know, like the guys in the Jersey Shore wear.
You are right though, Emma, because like I'm in Jersey City right now, and I grew up in Union, which is not far from here. It's like relatively like urban, suburban, whatever. My parents moved about like 45 minutes away from here out to West Jersey, where it's like you would think you're in Amish country. Like there's farms everywhere, and like there's no street lights. But the cool thing is about there is like you can actually see the stars. So like the last time I saw my parents, I've only seen them a few times during all this, maybe like 2 months ago. And my parents smoke pot because like they got like all sorts of like back and neck problems. So my dad's in the kitchen, and my dad is like, they're very like, and you've seen my dad before. It's like very stereotypical Italian. He's like, hey, you want a fucking edible? And I'm like, I just got here, but okay. And like, I don't really do edibles. And if I have done them, they're shitty because they've never been that strong. Like half an hour goes by. Like I have like a Taylor ham sandwich, and which is pork roll, whatever you want to call it. I call it Taylor ham, and it hits me, and I'm just like freaking out. Like I'm like the visuals.
You call it a Taylor ham sandwich? What the fuck is going on with that?
What is that?
Taylor ham's like the brand. I guess people call it pork roll. From South Jersey, but it's like it's kind of hard to explain. It's like a New Jersey-fied, like a ham salami hybrid. It's very weird, but people usually do it like Taylor ham, egg, and cheese.
Ham sandwiches are fucking weird wherever you go. Every different place in the United States has a different weird ham sandwich.
Yeah, and New Jersey practically has its own type of meat. Like Taylor ham is like a New Jersey like style of
New York
meat.
They don't know. I remember one time I like had like a one night stand with someone, and we were like, let's just go to breakfast after. Let's have a nice breakfast. And the waitress comes over. I'm like, yeah, can I get a Taylor ham sandwich? And she's like, well, she didn't know. She just gave me like cold cut ham.
That's not what it is.
But I didn't want to look like an idiot. I didn't want to look stupid, and I didn't want to be rude, so I just ate the ham.
Isn't Taylor
like, that's why you're one night stand? You don't know what Taylor ham is.
Yeah, it was needless to say, like things like progressed a little bit further, but you know.
Off-brand Carmela Soprano says it's a disgusting meat disc, but it's damn good on a bagel. So I don't know what to make of that.
So far, off-brand Carmela Soprano is very on-brand. She definitely knows what's going on.
Yeah. Emana, I grew up in the South too, and so when I think of New Jersey, I think of like trash, like New York's Trash and the Toxic Avenger.
Oh.
Wasn't the Toxic Avenger based in New Jersey?
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
That literally is a superhero from New Jersey.
I can only think about the shape of the state. I guess maybe the license plates, because I've, had to drive through Jersey just on my way to New York. But
I mean, the closest thing New Jersey has.
I guess Sopranos, but I think that's more just like stereotypical, just Italian, like.
But what's funny is it's like to me it is so real because I grew up around that, and I feel like
really that's real.
Yeah, to me it is. And like I have family members that are like that, and yeah, it is. It's like you could I could relate to the people on that show, and just like the culture. Yeah. And then once you go into therapy as you get older, you realize like, oh man, like all that like Italian American macho stuff you're being raised on, like that wasn't like too good for developing you into an adult. So it has its ups and downs.
Oh, it's time to compromise our art, bringing out the wheel of compromise. Yeah, I really should have music for this bit.
Yeah, we should definitely have some music. I was just thinking that we should.
Well, in the meantime, it's the smooth sounds of the spinning wheel.
To quote another Jim Carrey movie, like an abstract line that is always in my head when it comes to music and stuff like this, or like the guano line. You guys have seen Cable Guy, right?
Of course.
Scramby eggs, baby.
Scramby eggs, but like when they're doing the karaoke thing, and like this guy's like doing like, come on with your bad self, and then he's done, and then Jim Carrey comes up to Mike, he's like, ladies and gentlemen, the soothing sound of ooh.
I say that all the time too.
How did this land on this, Mark?
Include Micah's self-expression shorts.
Did you just put that in?
Someone may have put it in real time.
Wow.
So include Micah's self-expression shorts in your masterpiece.
Did you put your thumb on the scale, or was that random?
Oh, that was totally random. The amount of times that I have put stuff in that we're talking about into the wheel of compromise, and it never lands on it. This is like the first time it's happened. I'm very excited.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Well, yeah, include the same shorts that go with this shirt on or in your portrait.
Yes.
That's interesting.
When I watched Jersey Shore, because that was like right about the time that I was partying, like I was like, what was that 2006 to 8? Is that Jersey Shore?
It still comes on. They still have
No, I know, but not. I mean, I get. Yeah, I guess
there are reruns, Micah.
No, I'm saying no. They have Jersey Shore Family Reunion.
But like when it was in its heyday, I was also in my heyday of alcoholism, and so like watching that, I did not think, Gary, of them as human beings. I thought of them as cartoon characters.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. It was like one of those things where as like in a, not even like a self-loathing sense, like you're watching it, like people love watching train wrecks, but also you don't want to miss out on what was going on. But it was there were animals, and none of them are actually from New Jersey. That said, there's still tons of people in New Jersey who are just like that.
Yeah, wait, they're not from Jersey? I didn't even know that.
None of them are.
Yeah, but
the situation, I think, but
watching it as a kid who grew up in Jersey, I grew up with so many people who were just like that, it was slightly cartoonized, but like for the most part, it was like pound for pound.
Well, Emana, you and I probably know some rednecks that people are like,
oh God,
I didn't think that was a real person.
I guess so. Yeah, that's true. Oh,
I grew up with people with literal rednecks.
I went to middle school with a guy named Bubba. his name was Bubba, and he had a buzz cut. He was probably in 8th grade and was easily about 250. I think he talked about guns. So like, it was some scary people. I don't know how I survived that honestly. But yeah.
Mark,
Love
shall we
'em.
take a look at some of these
You
self-expressions?
You read my mind.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And Newsy shared something in the chat about me and him going shot for shot with tequila in 2009, and I can honestly say I do not remember that. So I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. And I've seen advertisements for Floribama Shore, and it looks triggering.
What is it about? I don't even understand what it is about.
You're from Georgia, right?
Isn't it just Jersey Shore, like south?
Yeah, it's the Florida, Alabama, that whole the Florida Panhandle, a trash can.
Yeah, I for some reason during Drag Race they run like pretty much half the commercials are for that. I guess VH1 maybe and MTV or parent company, well Viacom, right?
By the way, you watching Drag Race right now?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Who's your queen?
UK, so.
Who do you like?
I like right away. I was like, Simone is just like she does it for me. She's fantastic.
Yeah, I love Simone.
I love her looks. And then she stumbled a little bit with one of those challenges. But lately, I think Got Mick is like kind of like push the needle closer because like her looks are fucking insane. But those for me, I think are hands down going to easily be the top two. And whoever is going to round out the other four, maybe Rose, Denali, or Olivia Lux. But like this season has been pretty good so far.
Yeah, Tina Burner's giving people a run for their money too, and I love that two straight men are talking about this on a Twitch stream. Let's talk
about it too.
Here we go. Here we go.
I mean, is there like go never? I could talk all night about Drag Race. Okay.
All right. So first and foremost,
I don't think it's for us to talk about all night.
First one I want to talk about is the one all the way to the right from Phil Casale or Hell Talk Show, drawing on Twin Peaks stationery.
That's awesome.
Excellent.
So that one is it's titled Micah's Pants. Okay, so they're shorts, but still.
Excellence.
I like that one.
He even gave a Twin Peaks-ish explanation for it too.
Right. So that's pretty amazing. The next one is from Newsy. Monster truck is what I wanted to draw, but I ran out of time.
Yeah. What kind of paper is that?
It looks like an old school bulletin board, or like a
yeah,
exactly,
a prototype for a Scantron.
It's pretty dope. This one's from Schwartz and Merck.
I like it.
Dino Shorts. Dino Shorts indeed. This one is from Crowbot. Let's get it.
Love it.
Center. Just says legs included.
Nice, thank you. And that is pretty much what my legs look like.
This one is from
because I have atrophied in quarantine.
This one is from Gabe Herman.
What up, Gabe?
Just says Micah's Pants. Micah's Cocoa Nuts.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my.
Well done.
Couple of coconuts and a tree.
And then Squeak Watch.
Looks like there's a belt and some pockets involved, too. I appreciate that.
Right? Very impressive in under a minute. And then Cargo Jorts from Squeak Watch.
Someone says, mine ain't here.
I didn't get it, Gamer Kyle. Can you send it?
Love a cargo jort. I mean, wow, those, and I like that. Those are high cargo pockets on a pair of jean shorts. I love a high cargo pocket. It's like it's almost unnecessary, right? Like just lengthen the pocket, but it's totally necessary. So thank you.
These are all great.
How are we doing on time, Mark? Where are we at?
We got less than a minute.
Less than a minute, folks. Ooh. Less than a minute.
Less than a minute. Oh my goodness. Gosh, I get so like antsy. Like I'm drawing.
Emana, do you have any advice for someone being like a past judge? Like, obviously you said it was very difficult, but what should I be factoring into my decision?
I guess you should factor in like how close they got to your vision, how close they got to your prompts, you know, and then at the end, you know, because I think you're gonna have like, if it was anything like my experience, it's so hard to decide. You just kind of go with your gut, and then you're like, I don't know if it was the right one. Man, I don't know. It was tough. Like I still clearly have trauma from my experience.
You perfectly captured
what
I'm going through right now.
Up.
So
sorry.
All right, art supplies down, everybody, and why don't we jump right to it, Gary? Let's visit. Slaney's taking a picture of hers and emailing it. So, Hunter and Kara, are you guys emailing, or are you sharing screen? Are you holding up? What's the plan?
Email.
Sweet.
Traditional hold up.
All right, let's do you first, Hunter. I'll do a traditional hold up style.
Okay. So a little preamble.
Perfect.
I grew up between right on the border of Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
Yeah.
So I'm no stranger to New Jersey. And I have family that lives on the Jersey Shore. So when I think of Jersey, I think of the Jersey Shore. And so I drew the true heroes of the Jersey Shore, the lifeguards. This is Taylor Ham, lifeguard. He's very tan, very buff. He's got some nice shape and the classic slicked back hair. And he's running to rescue a drowning Micah.
That's perfect.
Who got
Amazing.
Got overwhelmed in the water, got a piece of sandwich in his throat, and he can't get himself out. So Taylor Ham, lifeguard Taylor Ham, is running to Micah with a Mike's Hard Lemonade, which
need that.
is my drink of choice when I'm in New Jersey. And then, of course, because it's New Jersey, the sun is a pizza pie.
That's great. Nice job. Like such a smooth inclusion of the shorts.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. They're tiny, but they're there.
They're beautiful. Gary, what are you seeing here? Do you have any questions?
First off, I'm just trying to pick my jaw up off the floor. This is amazing. This is a hell of a start. I'm excited to see whatever the other two do, but Taylor Ham, I'm a sucker for a great character name, especially a great superhero name. And I think the name Taylor Ham, like as a lifeguard, is like a perfect pairing. I absolutely love that. I also love, like in true Jersey fashion, he has zero chest hair, so he probably waxes it or does whatever.
Yeah.
It's just the pizza pie. Wow, it's fantastic. The buoy is almost like he doesn't even need it. He's not going to use it. He's just like doing it to like get jacked, or just to be like, I got this. I'm gonna get him. It's spectacular. I love it.
And Gary, those arms are very reminiscent of your the legs that you drew.
I wrote exclamation points because that was the very first thing I noticed. So I think like 3 or 4 times maybe I've drawn, like as an audience member, whatever you want to call for the show, I'm notoriously known for like asymmetrical, beefy legs, where one is just totally normal and the other one it's hard to explain. I wish I had a picture for you, but I noticed that's how I draw muscles. So I like, part of me feels like I drew a little bit of this. So yeah, I'm glad you noticed that, Micah. Good eye.
Unfortunately, lifeguard Taylor Ham's legs are not very beefy. He needs to work on them a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, no,
he's
that's a classic Jersey Shore workout. It's all upper body, no lower body. So you
exactly,
nailed that,
yeah.
actually.
Weird chicken legs on like, yeah, you're gonna somebody who's real top heavy. I feel like is right in. Gary, here's a man. Okay, here we go. Can we get this in here?
Oh, we're missing it because of your
yeah.
Damn background. Oh,
Whoa.
Look at those beefy legs.
Oh wow.
Beefy legs. Look at how beefy. Yeah, so
Man, that is Chef Boyardee beefy.
Yeah, that's a beefaroni right there.
You got to bring the beef.
Yeah. Where is it? Legs and
It's
arms tonight. Hunter, great job. We'll probably come back with some follow-up in just a little bit. But in the meantime, why don't we take a look at Kara's mark?
Yup, I'm dropping it in right now. There it is.
Oh, it's on the chat, Leslie.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Portland, Oregon, and I only know one person from Jersey. So I essentially drew the Jersey Shore version of him, probably in 20 years. I hope he's not watching it. But he was a big New York Jets fan. Had the shorts, and the first thing I thought of was Zip Zip, because it's different. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Zip Zip.
Zip Zip.
Does that all right, I'm now seeking out. Is there any way you can blow that up a little bit more, Mark, please?
Yeah,
and thank you.
Is that a vape cloud?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
I'm an architect, so I like to annotate things, unfortunately, when I don't know how to draw it.
No, that is
I just called it
awesome.
out.
This is fantastic on so many levels because I'm a really big Jets fan.
Oh, perfect.
I actually have like 5 feet to my left hanging on my wall a Joe Namath jersey. So I love that, and I do my one bad habit is, like, as you saw, like, I'm a smoker. So this is also great. I like that as a superhero, you can fit in the time to save people, but also smoke because, you're a superhero. So your lungs can probably withstand no matter what.
100%.
I also love how he's just like, one of the things about New Jersey, like our spirit, our like don't give a shit attitude, I think is something that like I'm definitely proud of as a New Jerseyan. And this guy's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go save some people. I'm gonna throw on this sweatshirt. Mike is shorts. I'm gonna take this sheet, wrap it around my neck, and let's take a Bud Light Lime for the road. This is great.
It looks like also he's got a couple of road sodas in the front pocket of his sweatshirt there.
Yeah. Is that Bud Light in both hands?
Yeah, that's the idea. I mean, the other one could be whatever you want because it's not labeled.
And props to, like, I currently have a mullet because I haven't cut my hair in a year. But usually when I go to a barber, I have like that kind of like pompadour look. So this is also like, I love that. And also like the little shade detailing under the eyes, where he maybe like nicked himself shaving or like just woke up on a couch and it's a rash or something like that. This is fantastic. I love it.
Gabe says in the chat, nice blue legs. And I love that this guy is wearing tights also.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing.
It's like a total DIY superhero look. It's fantastic.
Very New Jersey. Very nice.
Are you feeling more stressed yet, Gary? Like,
yeah, because like I have a personal connection to both of these so far. Like not only are they really great pieces of art, but I heavily relate to them. So yeah, this is difficult.
Now, if you haven't yet, send your email us a picture of your art to fartsmackdown@gmail.com, and you'll be in the running to be the audience champion. Let's go to Slaney Rose Jordan.
Great. Selena, I'm dropping yours in as well.
Okay.
Bam.
Oh, she's not there.
All
I
right.
could get started with this, I guess.
Yep, it's in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell her.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, so this is Gary the gardener. This is you, Gary. Gary the gardener. And you're saying, what? I'm smoking a stogie. GTL. And GTL stands for gardening, tanning, because you'll see you've got a nice tan complexion, and laundry, which your cape is actually a laundry bag tied around full of
I love it.
whatever is in there. And then you mentioned the Taylor ham. So this is basically his posse. Okay, so he's the gardener. He's growing his posse. The Taylor ham is saying "Blhamo," and he's wearing the Micah shorts with the little beads on the bottom.
Nice.
Like how does a pig wear shorts? I think that's how it wears shorts. And then the New Jersey is known for its tomatoes, obviously, he said, and so they're in the team too, and they're saying kapow. And you'll notice on your crotch region, you have a pot leaf, a marijuana leaf, because legalized marijuana, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And you are in fact smoking a stogie, but it's a weed stogie, whatever that what is that called?
Sure.
A marijuana cigarette?
Yes, a marijuana cigarette.
It's a blunt.
A blunt, thank you. And you'll notice your hair is because you are Italian, you have great hair, and you went with the snooky fashion.
I love
in that
it.
one. So it's quite high on the head,
Yes.
beehive style, and who knows how long the extensions go behind that cape. Really, it's up to your
extensions. I love that.
It's up to your, whatever you can afford, I guess.
I gotta say, I love a superhero with extensions.
Yeah,
love.
Just one more thing to get stuck in things.
Now,
and then the piece de resistance is obviously an edible plant that you have engineered from your father's crazy laboratory, and there are gummies, weed gummies, and their catchphrase is "dude." So they've all got their own catchphrases, I guess. Oh, and this is a green skin suit, by the way. You're in.
Oh,
It's a green skin suit.
Smooth.
With your, muscles.
Wow.
Yeah, those pecs are great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
well,
So
I mean, like I think in like metaphors and all that stuff. So like, and I love McDonald's. So to me right now, this is like a 20-piece nugget of just details. So like I'll kind of dip. I'll just get my dip on if you don't mind. I don't know if you said this or not. The Gardner, I guess that was a riff on Garden State.
Yeah.
That was awesome. The one thing that nobody pointed out is like, I've never had abs before, and you gave me those, and you gave me some fucking cheeks. Look at my ass; it looks fantastic.
Oh yeah. You got the superhero stance.
Or like I'm finally exercising and doing squats. I love the incorporation of the shorts, Micah's shorts, and on a pig no less, who is, that is like very like Satrial's, Taylor Hammy, but like, this is my guy. Nothing bad is going to happen to him. He's going to smell what's going on. The pot leaf, I'm waiting for that to happen. So that's really, really exciting. And I just love how you like all of the attention to detail, just like the little things that we were talking about earlier, the tomatoes and the fucking gummy. And I like how you flipped the gym tan laundry to tanning and laundry. And it works out both ways because gardening is a form of exercise and you can get in good shape doing it.
Exactly.
I have no idea how I'm going to choose because this is also amazing. Why couldn't somebody be bad at this? These are all so good and so different too. Oh man.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you compile your notes. And while I talk to Slaney about ham sandwiches, Slaney, you're from Maine, right?
Yes.
You want to tell people about your terrible ham sandwiches in Maine?
What? We have terrible ham sandwiches?
You ever been to Lewiston?
Oh, you're talking about Amato's.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Oh my God. I actually, no, I stay away from the ham for sure. It's salty.
It's real salty, and it's just one slice. You just get one slice of ham on a bready sandwich.
Yeah, they don't get it. The Italian is mostly bread rather than like a lot of meat. And you're talking about the Italian or the hams? Yeah.
Yeah, they call it an Italian, don't they?
I do. Yeah, I do miss
It's
Amato's,
a cheap ham sandwich. Yeah, and you miss it. You shouldn't. It's a terrible sandwich.
No, you always know what you're gonna get. It's open.
Yeah, you do.
A
terrible sandwich.
I know. I
like Top Ramen for the same reason.
I'd get the like chicken parm sandwich and the meatball sub.
For sure. That way you're actually getting some meat.
Yeah, right. Well, why did you try a ham sandwich? What? That's so boring.
Because my fiance is from Lewiston, and she's like, "Oh my God, we always get an Italian. You're gonna love it." And I'm like, "Why would I love this? This is fucking bad. This is a bad ham sandwich."
Yeah, I think they also put like watery Italian dressing on it.
They sure do.
And they don't.
Oh God.
So it's just not
a good sandwich.
It's like really, it's not a good sandwich. And it falls out. It's super oily, and
it's very oily.
Sometimes a messy sandwich is good, but
sure.
Yeah,
but it's good when it's messy and like food products are falling out of the sandwich. But here it's wet bread.
Yeah.
It's wet bread.
Yeah, but they are like a family-owned franchise, like a local Maine.
And that's great.
Staple.
And that's great. They somehow fooled the local population into buying these sandwiches.
I have to say they're more of a Southern thing. At least that's what I've noticed. Southern Maine, because I didn't have it growing up until I moved to Portland.
Yeah. I think I know who off-brand Carmela Soprano is in the
I definitely do.
In the chat. Yeah, and she created a meme. Can you put a link to that, Carmela Soprano?
Squeak Watch just said something. I was thinking that Micah has a sandwich vendetta. I was thinking you're very serious about your sandwiches, Micah.
Man, if you can't.
You're very passionate.
It's wrong. I mean, look, all right. Can we talk about how the Filet-O-Fish should not exist? There's no fucking reason for that to be on the McDonald's menu. Who is eating that shit other than people?
It's for Good Friday.
I know, but it's a terrible sandwich. Like you could literally
it's for Good Friday. That's why they have it. It's not even fish.
It's to not eat fish on Friday. You get a Filet-O-Fish when you go to McDonald's, and it's ridiculous.
No, isn't it? Wait, am I getting my Good Fridays mixed up? I thought you can't eat meat, but you can eat fish. So Good Friday, you eat fish on Good Friday, right?
Oh yeah,
Good Friday is once a year. They can't have a fish on the menu.
Some people eat Filet-O-Fish. They don't eat meat on Fridays. All year round.
But I guess it's not even it's not fish. Like it's engineered. But anyway.
How are we on this?
I mean,
because
Micah has a sandwich issue.
I got a sandwich vendetta. I don't have an issue. I don't have a sandwich issue. I would say McDonald's has a sandwich issue if they're issuing Filet-O-Fishes to people. That's not food.
It's not. I agree.
And neither is a Big Mac while we're at it. That is, you know what? The last time I ate McDonald's, I literally had to get my gallbladder removed.
That wasn't all McDonald's.
Yeah, I ate a bunch of almonds that night too.
Gary, how are you feeling?
I'm like very conflicted, man.
All right, let's talk it out. Mark, can you put we've got the two up And Hunter, will you hold yours up to camera? Thank you. Let's just see.
I feel you, Gary. I feel you, man. This is tough.
What do you think, Emana? What are you leaning towards here?
What am I thinking? I mean, watching it again, experiencing this again, I realize that I'm drawn to poppy digital colors. So like Kara's really speaks to me, but I will say, like, I'm probably not gonna help you here, Gary. But Hunter, like the creativity, like I didn't, when Micah asked me, like, what do I think about Jersey? Like, what's the thing that pops out? I don't think about the short because but when you said that, I was like, oh, I guess, oh, okay. But then how detailed Slaney got. I mean, she was really listening. So, and she incorporated it all into the picture. So, I never want to sway someone, but I mean, there are pluses about each one of the pictures. So
yeah, I'm gonna say a few. Yeah, there's a couple of pluses here that I'm seeing for Taylor Ham Lifeguard. One is I love a name, profession. I think that's great. I have a friend in New York who goes to a doctor in Sheepshead Bay, and I am not lying. It is Dean Martin, gynecologist.
Nope.
Yep.
It's the
Sheepshead Bay, Dean Martin, gynecologist. So I love Taylor Ham Lifeguard. I also love a Pizza Sun. I think there's a lot going on there. As far as attitude, as far as New Jersey attitude, I gotta go with Zip Zip.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is just laid back with that, just like big puffy vape cloud of weed. And the New York, if there was a superhero from New Jersey, it would definitely wear a Jets hoodie. I love that. Love that. But you cannot deny a sidekick pig with shorts on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so that just throws everything off right there. So
yeah.
Gary, how you feeling, buddy? He lit another cigarette.
Yeah, I'm stressed.
Gamer Kyle says Christmas in July and March.
So I think that all three of these could be the potential, Avengers, if you will, of New Jersey. I think they all have something great to offer. I'm so torn because like in my notes, like if we're just talking about like sheer like art, skill as like your execution, like Kara's looks like something I would read in a comic book. And I know so many people like that. Hunter's is like, I honestly, I hope it's okay with you. I want to turn this into like I do like a lot of character and sketch videos. I kind of want to turn this into a character. There's just something so funny about Taylor Ham Lifeguard. Imagine a shitty Jersey like version of Baywatch, and that like I'm there. Also the Pizza Sun, and then like Slaney's like, how do you deny those fucking cheeks? Like I'm in love with myself.
Yeah.
But just the attention to detail. I want that pig as a best friend.
Blammo.
This is really, really tough.
I'll take this opportunity to thank Pig Bullets for all the subs they've given. Thank you so much. And Euro is a good sandwich. And I'm kind of upset that does Arby's have a Euro? There's no fast food restaurant that has a Euro. Yeah, Arby's has a Euro. Taco Bell should start making a Euro.
It wouldn't be Taco Bell.
Sure.
Can I very quickly? I'm just curious. What does off-brand Carmela Soprano think? Who did she like?
All right. Wow, you're giving a lot of All right, so we'll wait for off-brand Carmela Soprano's dissertation.
In the meantime, here's off-brand Carmela Soprano's New Jersey meme. International Central Jersey Day is real day. August 13th and every day. Check all that shit out that's happening in Central Jersey. Central Jersey is like Middle Earth.
I was just going to say, now I don't know if I want off-brand Carmela Soprano's opinion.
Because you don't believe Central Jersey is real.
You know what? It's like, I guess a big thing with North Jersey people, it's just like there's like, for me, it's North Jersey, South Jersey, and then South Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Same. I had that conversation
I'm just
today.
busting balls. Yeah, it's like, and that's what's great about Jersey. It's like for such a small state, it's just so different.
Off-brand Carmela Soprano is saying you can't beat a pizza, son.
You know what? It was a very, very hard choice. But I
oh my
feel
God,
like...
Kara has a dog now. Dude. All right, Kara, can you hold your dog up to the...
Aww.
What's the dog's name?
Tally.
So Gary, I don't want to make this harder for you, but
no, I'm gonna pick. So considering like I would feel like it would be wrong of me if I turn this into eventually like a web series or something like that. Taylor Ham, lifeguard. I would have to go with Taylor Ham for those purposes. Like everyone was great. I just feel like I don't want to get sued for copyright infringement or something like that if later down the line, because I'm like, no bullshit. I'm 100% going to do something with this maybe as early as next week. So for those reasons, I don't want to get sued. So you like, as long as I have permission, Hunter.
Yeah. I won't sue you.
Okay. So then I would have to say it, like, I could be staring at these for hours, but like that. And with off-brand Carmela Soprano co-signing it, I'm gonna have to go with that.
Hunter,
dude, you just broke that dog's heart.
Oh no!
And the internet, all in one fell swoop.
That dog is so. What's your dog's name, Kara?
His name's Tally with a T.
Oh, Tally. Oh, you precious
he's
little
so
muffin.
Sad. He's not gonna eat for days.
Oh, no.
He's got what?
He's not gonna eat for days.
I have very fragile mental health, so this is probably gonna keep me up tonight. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just kidding. I don't care. It's fine.
No hard
Kara,
feelings,
thank you
Gary.
so much for joining us on the stream.
Yeah.
We hope that you will continue to be a part of the program and make it back on again.
Yep.
The program.
Yeah.
And Slaney, as always, it is just a delight to talk sandwiches with you.
Anytime, Micah. I feel the same.
We hope that you play along in the chat again sometime.
Yeah, it's very fun. I like your show a lot.
And have an amazing show on Saturday. Old school.
Thank you. Yes, everyone can tune in. Oh, I'll send the chat link.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I mean, a link in the chat.
And Hunter, nice defense. Really nice work.
Thank you.
Really excited to have you back next week to defend your best artist in the world title.
Yeah, pressure's on now.
For sure. All artists.
Everyone did a great job, though. That was spectacular.
Definitely, those were awesome. Stick around. We do have the audience's submissions here. Mark will populate that for us.
Yeah, we got a lot this week. We got like 10 or 12.
Oh wow.
So I guess I can like, since Slaney was speaking of old school sketch show, which for people in the chat, if you haven't seen it, it's amazing. In a week, a show is being put together, and that's incredibly hard. And I've seen it as an audience member, and it's fantastic, but it's really rewarding being a cast member.
Absolutely.
But Micah, do you remember, like, we were backstage before the improv portion, and I think like I was with Ruth, and like Ruth was like, we were talking about like, oh man, like I guess we were hoping for a bigger audience response to a particular sketch. And she says to you, and one of the suggestions was Joker. So that's very important detail wise. And she's like, well, Micah, what do you think? How did it go? And Micah's just like, well, you got what you deserved. And she didn't see the movie. So she thought that you were being serious. Do you remember this, Micah?
No, of course not.
Okay, so like I have to go on stage and do an improv scene with her, and she's like barely talking the whole scene.
Oh
I'm
no!
Like, we get. I was like, what's going on? It's like he said, y'all got what y'all deserved. I'm like, that's a quote from the movie.
I'm so embarrassed. Oh no! I need to call her.
No, we laughed about it afterwards.
I'm so upset that I put her in her head. That sucks. But she did get what she deserved.
One thing I forgot to mention, I'm really like a great thing about being a part of this show is I'm now the proud owner of a Toyota Camry. So let's clap that up.
That is a huge thing about, like, if you are not a subscriber, you will buy a Toyota Camry at some point.
Guaranteed.
Emana, by the way, you should do old school sketch shows sometime. Did I ask you to do it once?
No.
Oh, you should be doing that.
I mean, the people involved who produce and direct it, it's an amazing experience. And it is much fun as is it's just cool to get in like that mode of like, all right, from scratch, got a show to put together and to be in a writer's room and collaborate with other people. It was so awesome.
All right,
yeah,
Mark,
right before.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say right before this, we were doing our first read-throughs. I'm producing it right now, and
nice.
It was really fun to do.
Oh,
they just wrote these
cool.
in a day, like 3 sketches each. It was very impressive.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they're in it.
I just followed the link.
Yeah, I'll hit you up if you're interested.
All right, so Mark, let's walk us through our selections here. I am real excited about these.
So first and foremost, the most important, the Fart Smackdown Mike drawing of the week. I have placed over your face. It's pretty much spit and image. It's kind of horrifying.
That's pretty good. That's pretty solid.
Next we've got Schwartz and Merck. Schwartz and Merck right here. Schwartz and Merck. It's called Here we have Jersey Devil Man. The source of all his powers, of which there are none, comes from sub sandwiches and flexing.
Hell yeah. Good hair. Situation.
Wow.
Oh, look at that situation. No actual powers. I think that's a really good distinction. Track pants. This is great.
That's awesome.
Who's this from?
Schwartz and Merck.
Nice job, man. This is awesome.
Next we got Gamer Kyle's finally came in. Anyway, Italian pizza, you know. The Jersey Shorts.
Nice. Oh, he's got an Italian flag on. That's dope.
That is great. And Italian flag. Italian flag cape and Italian flag belt buckle with pizza in the crotch.
I love those old school cartoon eyes. That's like 1930s cartoons. I think it's like Castle Films. You know, Castle Films. They made those really off-putting cartoons that were like dark. Anyway, look up Castle Films. Man, I just watched a bunch of Pee-wee yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Pee-wee, the king of cartoons will show you some cartoons that really, really make your butt pucker.
Really uncomfortable.
Really uncomfortable.
This next one is from Audio Gabriel.
By the way, did you know that Pee-wee Herman was like an adult show? He was like, it was a character from the Groundlings.
Yeah.
And then he did like a run, and then HBO gave him a special, and then they made Paul Rubens is an American treasure.
Yeah, he and Phil Hartman created it together, and I feel like I remember that he like cut Phil Hartman out of the deal. Is the story?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
makes sense.
Anyhow, this is from Audio Gabriel. He's loud, he smells, and completely self-unaware.
Nice.
Oh.
Yo, you want a meaty Taylor ham Sammy Sam? Fucking edible.
Nice. He's also got your shorts on, Micah.
Yes.
Yeah, those are solid.
Man, those shorts were a hit.
Yeah.
I love it. His jersey says I-95 on the sleeve.
That's great. Jersey Mike, I love it.
Oh,
I love
great.
Nice.
Next up is from Newsy, former best artist in the world. Oh wait, that's wrong. There it is. And it's called Juice Head.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at his. What do you call those when somebody does too much steroids and they get tits? Was it juice tits?
I think they're called tits.
Man tits.
No, they're just called tits.
Roid boobs.
There's a specific name for them. Can you talk in the chat when you do too much steroids and you get breasts? What's that? Gynomastia. Thank you. Gynecomastia.
He said it's Ren and Kool-Aid Man combined.
Ren from Ren and Stimpy.
Fantastic.
That's awesome. I love that.
Awesome.
Love that.
Next up is from Squeak Watch.
Eyeball titties.
Eyeball titties.
Baby teeth.
The Toll Avenger. Oh, that's awesome.
Slaney, did you just say Dean Martin gynecomastia?
This one is the Toll Avenger smells like American spirits, and you can hear her AM radio coming from her mighty booth.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
And I think in the background under her arm are your shorts, Micah.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
So she's in the toll booth with no pants.
Yep.
Yep. Pantsless.
Yep. If I was a toll worker, honestly, I would not wear pants. I'd just be like, man, nobody knows. Nobody knows I don't have any pants on. This is awesome.
Next up sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and then the next day, I would just go to work for the rest of my life.
Where would you pocket the cash, though? Right? People are pocketing it.
Yeah. I don't think you call that pocketing anymore, but yeah, you can.
Somebody said the Toll Avenger keeps undesirables out of Jersey.
Yes.
That's great.
Next one is from Phil Casal, again on Twin Peaks stationery. The silver, is it Ginzo or Ginzo? Ginzo. He mostly makes sure union meetings go well. When people ask why he isn't the yellow Ginzo, he shows them his silver.
I like the idea that there's like a guy that dresses up in spandex. He acts like a superhero, but he just goes to union meetings and shows people his gun. That's pretty New Jersey.
I totally missed the gun. And is that like hair on the belly too?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's also, it reminds me of very like the Minutemen, like the first version of Watchmen, you know, like that type of style of uniform.
Oh, that's so good.
And he's got the Paulie Walnuts fingers, which is also like do what you told.
Yeah. Next up we've got. Did Squeak watch that one? Oh, wow. All right, we've gone through a bunch. Oh, this one is from Life is Nice.
Oh, man. Do I miss the notebook and the blue pen? Oh, man. This is great.
All right. This one is... Life is Nice has returned. Here's my submission. The superhero name is Jew-Nersey because that's the first two letters swapped. I love the Jewish community.
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Great. Thank you. Appreciate it, my people. Jersey boy. I eat ass. I refuse to pump my own gas. Bruce Springsteen. I love Jersey. Weirdly long
This
jean
guy
shorts.
is like,
yeah.
He's like New Jersey's version of Post Malone. Does he have a tattoo on his head?
Yeah. I think it just says Jersey boy. And he has a New Jersey mutation. Yeah. I'm assuming that's a lobster arm.
It's funny because I've heard that a million times. Like guys walking up to girls at bars in Hoboken saying like, "Hey, I eat ace." It's very real.
Oh, you know, can I just say something about these jean shorts? I love that he's written "guns are cool" on them, and also he's advertising a big dick on his own jean shorts, and then also my name is on there inexplicably.
Oh my goodness.
Love it. Next one is from Off-Brand Carmela Soprano. Where are you? There you are. All right, here we go.
There's so many.
Yeah, I gotta pick again. This is really not fair.
Yeah, so artists and Emana, start to formulate your top 3 so you can share those with Gary.
Oh man, this is
so this one. It's the pork roller and his sidekick Bruce's ass.
Yeah, that definitely looks like Springsteen's butt.
That is Springsteen's butt for sure.
You know what? I actually have a story about Springsteen's butt very quickly if you want to hear it. So my one of my uncles is a doctor down the shore, and he has a private practice. And for a while, he was Bruce Springsteen's personal doctor. So one night he calls him to the office, and like, you know, his handler or whatever is like, "Listen, you got to be like, you can't tell anyone about this. Bruce is in a lot of pain. What's going on? Blah blah blah." My uncle's like, "Well, you know, what is it?" He's like, "He's got really bad hemorrhoids." So my uncle had to give him
anybody except for Gary.
I won't tell anybody except everybody at this fucking wedding. So he's giving him a rectal exam. And like, I always just imagine like when my uncle was doing it, because like, you know, like how Bruce makes those noises where he would just be like, oh, just getting those. And so he had to meet him at like midnight because Bruce didn't, you know, want anyone to see him walking in. So just like this dark, like Homedale doctor's office, and he's sticking his fingers up Bruce's ass. That's the story.
Amazing. It's amazing.
That is a classic New Jersey story.
We have 2 more. Second to last one is from Crowbot.
Who incidentally is not going to be streaming after this.
I caught that. Yeah, so Shorts and Merc, if you want us to raid you. Yep, great. Shorts and Merc, we're going to raid you guys after you after
nice.
This. So, all right, Crowbot, this is called the Garden State Screamer. Is this a superhero?
I love that dress.
That dress is what's up.
I love mini dresses. Is that trashy of me? It feels trashy.
No.
I like mini dresses.
Great.
And then the last one is from Cabo, and we have a story to go along with it.
Oh man. Strap in, everybody.
All right, let's go. Hey, it's me again. The one chatter who sends out the funny purple lady. As someone who knows an absolute shit ton of New Jersey, I personally connected with this drawing session of 20 minutes. Here, I present to you Taylor Ham Man, an absolute unit of a true New Jersey superhero. He was always masked up to hide his identity, which is just a giant Taylor Ham sandwich mask. Thankfully for the short folk, or for the people who just like to stare at muscles, his logo is a well-prepared ham with his name on it. But let's be real for just a moment. A superhero is no superhero without his sidekick. So surprise, surprise, we got Micah as the New Jersey hero, Taylor Ham Man's sidekick. Micah doesn't really go off on his own and would rather stay in his trusty Hawaiian shirt and his wicked new shorts to go along with it as he stays in their lair. The lair is actually under Maury's pier. Well, I think I just about covered it. What a wonderful night to be emailing Fart Smackdown with an F because artsmackdown@gmail.com was already taken. Have a wonderful week in this amazing new March.
That is tremendous. I love that my character doesn't have a name. It's just Taylor Hamman's sidekick.
Yeah.
I think that's great. And he hasn't done anything to warrant getting a nickname because he never leaves the lair, which is not unlike me at this point in the pandemic.
And it's like that henchman in the Bond movies, right? The dude that throws the hat, but you just throw your fedora at people.
Yep. Don't come in here. COVID.
So,
all right. So
here they all are. Want to narrow it down to what, top 3?
Yeah. Selene, what's your top 3? Quick.
Yeah, I like the Toll Avenger. That's fun. The Silver Ginzo. That's my number 1. I like that one. It's got a good visual to it. Like I could definitely see that person at a union meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
In New Jersey for sure. And then gosh, I can't see I guess that dude Mike with the with the hat and the Nike and the shorts that the idea of the shorts that I think I gave them, right?
Jersey Mike.
Oh yeah, Jersey Mike. Yeah. Carol, what do you like?
I like the Toll Avenger.
Yeah.
Her eyes really got me. I don't know, something, and then the shorts in the background.
Yeah.
And then I also like the Kool-Aid Man. Just good technique.
For sure.
Great line work there. And then also the Jersey Devil Man.
Nice.
Because the annotations I relate to.
For sure. Hunter, what do you see?
Jersey Mike, he has a great flow. I love the hair. Taylor Hamman, remember to include a sidekick, which is super important. And my favorite is the Ginzo. The only thing that stops a bad union meeting is a good guy with a gun.
Emana, what do you like?
I think I kind of agree with Slaney. I would say the Toll Avenger, Ginzo, and then Jersey Mike. That's what I picked.
All right, so
I would say my top would be. I just find the Toll Avenger kind of. I mean, I think that's pretty creative.
It really is a solid concept.
Yeah. I mean, it really is. Yeah. Now
Gary,
that's the one thing. Jersey.
Yeah, me too. Gary, what are you thinking, bud?
I like the Jersey Devil and Toll Avenger are both great. I like the Toll Avenger is giving me like serious Daria vibes, like totally. The illustration.
Yeah, good
it's
call.
It's just like beautiful. And that like was probably going to be my choice until I realized that there was a gun under like tucked into the shorts. And I like the whole backstory, I feel like also sold it for me. If we're talking like the illustration on everything is beautiful in the Toll Avenger, but just like the whole story, I'll probably be giggling tomorrow, imagining this guy like at the port in Newark, like sitting in on a union meeting. So I like that would be my choice, the Silver Ginzo.
All right, congratulations.
Phil.
Whose is that?
Phil Cassell.
All right, Phil, congratulations. Excited to have you next week. And also congratulations to Hunter, the best artist in the world. We'll also have you back. Thank you all for joining us this fine Monday evening. We're here every Monday night at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't yet, hit that heart there. Give us a follow so it notifies you next time we go live. We're probably going to start streaming a good bit more than just once a week soon. So,
that is true.
So, give us a follow and you'll be notified whenever we have, these little pop-up challenges. And go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Art Smackdown. And we're going to post all of your art this week. Really, really solid artwork, solid sandwich talk this episode.
Oh yeah.
Really,
oh
really,
my goodness.
we really got to the bottom of some things, I feel like.
Serious about those sandwiches.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, and
For sure.
and stick around to raid. We're gonna raid Schwartz and Merc if you want to see some more art.
Goodbye, Pig Bullets. That's right,
Oh.
Squeak Watch more than once a week. Yeah, Kara, thank you so much for joining us. Tell your dog Tally. Tally, tell Tally call being such a cute fucking dog.
He knows it.
Such a good boy. Slaney, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great show on Saturday night.
Thank you.
And Gary, thank you for coming back, my friend.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Really, really nice commission this week. And as always, Emana, great to have you on the
Yes,
show.
this
We
was
hope to have you back
fun.
soon. Yeah,
This was so much fun.
it's a fun show. Well, on behalf of Mark and me, let's raid Schwartz and Merc. Goodbye,
Can't find him
everybody.
yet.
Oh,
Is he
he's
up?
somewhere.
There it is. Rating now.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.